I never believed in supernatural nonsense. Ghost stories? Urban legends? Just filler for bored minds. I was a practical person, rent to pay. Student loans suffocating me. And a job market that treated me like an afterthought. So when I saw the listing for a caretaker position, overnight only, $500 per night, must follow. Instructions exactly. I thought it was a scam. But I clicked anyway. And I wish to God I hadn't. The email response came within minutes of me applying. Short formal. You are accepted. Report to Ashbrook Estate by 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. No questions will be answered. Instructions will be provided upon arrival. Do not be late. I almost backed out. But that night I counted the dollars in my bank account and realized. Desperation makes cowards brave. Ashbrook Estate was buried deep in the Black Hollow woods. A place so forgotten even GPS gave up miles before I reached it. The mansion stood crooked against the tree line. 3 stories of rot and ivy. The air itself felt still there, like the forest held its breath. Waiting. An old man in a dark green coat met me at the gate. Mr. Harrow. Skin like old paper. Cloudy eyes, but a voice that carried with unnerving clarity. No phones. No music. No talking to them. Who's them? I asked with a weak laugh. He handed me a silver key, an old wind-up flashlight, and a sheet of yellowed paper. Then, without another word, he turned and walked away into the woods, like he belonged more to the trees than to the house. I unfolded the paper. Caretaker's instructions. Ashbrook Estate. Enter through the back door before sunset. Do not look at the windows on the 3rd floor. At 7 p.m. exactly, close all the curtains in the library. If any are already closed, open them first, then close them again. At 9:13 p.m., the dumbwaiter will deliver a bell. Take it and place it on the hallway table outside the drawing room. If the bell rings before 9:13, do not touch it. Between 10 o'clock and 10:30 p.m., a knock will come from the pantry. Unlock the door, open it slowly and say, "Not tonight." Close it. Do not wait for a reply. Midnight. Enter the dining room. A plate of food will be prepared. Do not eat. Do not touch the chair at the head of the table. Sit for 15 minutes, then tip the plate onto the floor. Leave without cleaning it. If at any point you hear a woman humming from upstairs, hum back the melody. If you cannot match the tune, plug your ears until it stops. Do not use the upstairs bathroom. At 2 a.m., go to the master bedroom door. Knock 3 times and say, "I remain." Do not enter, no matter what you hear. If the fireplace lights by itself, thank the flame. Say it aloud. Do not sit near it. At sunrise, leave through the cellar. Do not return. The first hour passed like a breeze. The back door groaned open with a reluctant creak. I didn't glance up at the 3rd floor windows just as instructed. The library was thick with dust and smelled of mildew and old roses. I opened every curtain, even ones already closed, then shut them again. The sun slipped below the horizon. That's when the house shifted. I don't know how else to describe it. The walls didn't move, but the atmosphere changed. Heavier. The air buzzed with invisible tension, as if something ancient had woken up inside the wallpaper. At 9:13 p.m., a dull thump echoed from the dumbwaiter. I opened it. Inside was a small silver bell on a velvet cushion. I picked it up carefully and placed it on the hallway table as instructed. But, I swear, for a moment it rang. I wasn't holding it. I didn't touch it. It rang. I kept moving. 10:12 p.m. The knock came. Soft, like fingertips tapping wood. I opened the pantry door slowly and whispered, "Not tonight." The space inside was pitch black and deeper than I remembered. Much deeper. And I heard it. breathing, close to the door. Something alive, no. Something wrong just inches away. I closed it gently. My hands were shaking. Midnight came. I stood in the dining room, where candlelight flickered from nowhere. A silver platter sat at the center of the long table, steam rising from some kind of roast meat. No chair, but the head seat had been pulled out. And that chair, something was in it. Invisible, but casting the faintest shadow too tall, too thin, the outline blurry and wrong. I sat across from it and waited. The candles dimmed slowly as the minutes passed. At 12:15, I tipped the plate. The meat hit the ground with a wet slap. The figure stood. I closed my eyes. I knew it was looking at me. Then, footsteps moved past me. Silent. Gone. I don't remember much between then and 2 a.m. Time gets slippery in that house. But when I made it to the master bedroom door and knocked 3 times, my voice came out hoarse. I remain. There was movement inside. Heavy breathing. Nails on wood. Something whispered. From the other side. You shouldn't have touched the bell. My blood went cold. I didn't mean to, I said stupidly. But the doorknob turned slightly. I bolted down the hall. Then the worst happened. The upstairs bathroom door was open. I'd never gone near it, but now it was wide, and from inside came a faint sound running water, and something sobbing. I looked away. I didn't go in, but I'd already broken a rule. The fireplace lit itself around. 3 a.m. Blue flames danced violently. I whispered, "Thank you," to the fire, like it would hear me. I sat in the foyer, curled up against the wall. Flashlight dead. At one point, I fell asleep. I know I wasn't supposed to. But I was exhausted. I didn't mean to. When I woke up, something was crouched over me. Gaunt, featureless, white eyes like candle flames. It stared for a long time before silently backing into the dark, dragging one long finger across my chest. Burned into my shirt was a word. Ode. At first light. I ran to the cellar, hands shaking, and fled through the musty tunnel leading out into the woods. The moment I reached daylight, the tension snapped like a rubber band. I collapsed and cried. I never went back. I never planned to. But last night the silver bell appeared on my kitchen counter, and now it rings every night at 9:13 p.m.